All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
An opponent like this should be easy. Sword Rain Alpha!
Light after
Here it comes!
Lunar blast!
Damn it! It's on! You're mine! You're finished!
Hurricane!
Sword Rain Alpha! We've got flyers!
Run the hop stretch, guys! Let him march it!
Eyes on the prize!
All yours!
Focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Photon blast! Sweet dreams!
Eternal devastation!
Sleep now.
Swallow dance! Sword Rain Alpha!
Dragon Shell!
Take this!
Up and in! Annihilation! Hammy air thrust! Burning!
Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
It's on!
Slice! Eternal devastation! Sword Rain Alpha!
I can carve through armor!
Swallow Blade!
We got the advantage!
Good.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
I'll take you all on!
We'll soon see about that!
Don't get careless.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Swallow Blade!
We
It's
natural
over.
energy dance in the wind!
I'm not
In
done!
here! If it hit them, it's better
Sword
than
Rain
it!
Alpha!
Law!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
It's
Swallow
now!
Blade!
Mega Ray! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Hey! It's that ingredient!
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food.
Hi, Hoodle!
Eat this!
Into the
Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha! Swallow Blade! Strike! Eternal devastation!
I'll be saving this
Sword Rain Alpha!
Don't leave! Blow them away! All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt. Get lost!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Eternal devastation!
Now you see what I can do!
You're mine!
They're surrounding us!
Stardust!
Will this help?
It's over!
That frickin' does it!
You're mine! First strike!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Eagle Fly!
Hey!
Storm!
You're mine!
Kill it!
Not again! Onward and upward. Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
That's the last of the Zoogles that were ruining the farm equipment.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
I mean, hey, I get the feeling. But were you really that worried about us winning?
Oh, no.
Out of our way!
Sword Lane Alpha!
This one's mine!
Swallow it!
Lightning and raging cast now!
Take
Sword Lane Alpha!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one.
Hit!
Already on!
Bullseye!
Rip
Raging
his
cast!
head! I'll finish
It's
you here
over.
and now!
Swallow spear!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion. An opponent like this should be easy. Eternal devastation!
I'll run you through!
You're mine!
Lightning and raging
One
cast!
up,
By the power of
Sword
water!
Lane Alpha!
Seal!
Swallow Blade!
Talon Hurricane!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Got a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. Better keep our distance.
We'll kick your ass!
Hi, Hoodle!
Armor won't save you!
Sword Lane aim for the weak spot!
Swallow dance!
Stardust! Mirage!
Fantastic! Great! Amazing!
Shut up, Law! I'm trying to focus!
I was gonna grind you nice.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Megasonic thrust!
It's over! This one's mine!
Hey, when did I want you?
Freeze Lancer!
Yeah!
Megasonic thrust!
Here I come!
Here, let me help.
Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
Lightning! Raging Cascade of power! In
You're
here!
mine!
Where are you going?
Get out of there with the others!
It's over!
Dance to the annihilation! Air
Megasonic thrust!
Handle flame of terror!
Stardust!
In here!
I'll smash you!
Healing circle!
Escape! Sword Lane Alpha!
There you go! I feel like me again.
Mirage! Sword Lane Alpha!
Let's go! First aid!
Thunder
Thunder
Take
field!
this! Eat this ends now! Soda! Mirage! Sword Rain Alpha!
Art expert coming through! Confiscated! Here, let me help!
Score!
First force!
Take this! It's over! Mirage! Here I come! You're finished!
In here!
Megasonic thrust!
Watch this! Back into the fray! Lightning step! Thunderblade! Annihilation!
Blow away!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Here I come! Megasonic thrust!
Thunderblade! This one's mine!
You're finished! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Thunderblade!
Lightning
Here I come! First strike!
Thunderblade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Anything in armor is all mine.
It's over!
Lunar corruption! Dragon
Sword Rain Alpha!
Power of
In a bind?
Hold nothing back! Sword Rain Alpha!
into the shadows!
Just getting started.
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Oh, now you're talking.
You're finished! Here I come! You're finished!
Dance in
Here!
the wind! Sleep now.
Deny!
You all touched away. Lunar corruption!
You're mine!
Here goes! They're not
Sword
playing
Rain
around!
Alpha!
Reload! Alright, it's showtime! Here's a healing arc!
You're mine! Here!
I'm on! I can't hold on
I owe
much
you a
longer!
dragon! Here!
Light
Megasonic
Dance in the
Spear!
wind! Pierce the evil!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm just
You're
getting
mine!
started.
Healing circle!
There you go.
Lightning condensed!
Feel like
Here
you
it
Mirage!
is! I'm only
I
getting
owe you one.
lightning!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Burn!
Double dare!
Megasonic
Almost
thrust!
impressed!
My
friend's coming from you. I said almost. Don't get carried away. Reload! Light master
Megasonic
raging
thrust!
annihilation!
Yeah!
In here! Never miss! Let's get you off out the way!
Here I come!
Corruption!
Nothing
Light
gets
fire!
by me.
That's war!
Let me see what I can do.
Take
Seal!
this!
Let's get you off out the way! Corruption!
Start up!
I can do it all day! Mega
Take
ray!
this! Is this it?
Light asteroid! Raging cascade! In here! Get on Lunar corruption! They're not playing around! Annihilation! A banana, let's go! Take dragon tail! Mega ray! Lightning condensation! Thunderblade!
Talon sword!
Cover the caster!
Not done yet!
If it's in the sky, it's
Megasonic
now!
thrust! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Thunderblade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again! No choice! Now! Tear! Soda! You're mine!
Lunar corruption!
Take this!
That gel's hiding something tasty.
This one's mine!
Aim for the weak spot!
Mega ray!
Oh, back in their defenses.
Right behind your uses! Weak!
Quit pushing
I'll show
yourself
you
and
how
get behind
useful I
us!
can be.
I'll be right as rain in no time!
Sword Rain Alpha! First strike!
I can feel the medicine working!
Glimmer Pack! It's over!
Here go by the power of the
Order won't save you.
I want! Thank goodness we won!
Guess I misread the landing.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. in Menancia, pure and pristine.
Okay!
Yeah.
You did it! Yeah!
All right.
Well...
I guess... Really?
Good.
Really now.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
I wonder if something happened.
Right.
Excuse me! Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art. I wonder what we'll find out there this time. Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon. I mean, other than them.
We should be able to cook here.
Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining!
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me.
I'm on it.
Thunder field.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Dance in the wind.
Dragon Shell.
Aim for the
In here.
weak spot.
Gemini Aqua. Annihilation.
No further.
Megasonic Thrust. I'm not. Megasonic Thrust.
I'll tear you apart. Thank you. Hey, that. Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Lunar Rondo.
That's freaking justice.
Here I come.
I'm
not done.
Raging Cascade. There you go. Don't let up. In here.
Tear you apart.
Megasonic Thrust.
It's go time.
Lunar Correction.
Watch this.
Gemini Aqua. More with that
Lunar Rondo.
Got it.
Armor won't save you.
Now go dance. In the wind.
Lunar Rondo.
It's over.
Where are you going? Let's go.
Pierce.
Megasonic
Thrust.
Pierce. Water, hear my call. Blood. Eat this.
Lunar Rondo. It's over.
Will this help?
Lightning orb. Dance in the healing circle.
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Why'd you hear me?
To stop you dying? Mind if I do? Raging Fury!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Glacial spear, pierce evil!
Shion!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Wind astral energy!
Lunar Rondo.
First strike!
Amazing! There you go!
Eat this.
Lightning! Downfall! I'll heal you all! Thunder field!
That's gonna attack.
Right, watch out!
Now I can let loose. It's too much.
Mine! Into the shadows!
Sword Rain Alpha.
Now you see what I can do!
Mega ray!
I'm on watch it!
Annihilation! Mega ray!
That's much better.
I'll heal you all! Raging cascade!
I'm on it!
Healing circle!
Thanks.
Dragon Raging field!
Lunar Rondo.
Mega ray! Gemini Aqua!
Take this. You're finished. Here I come.
Roll now!
Here's your heart!
Lunar Rondo. It's over. Now I can let loose.
In a bind? Eat this!
Lunar corruption! Back into the fray!
Eternal devastation.
Supernova! Annihilation!
All mine.
Searing flame!
Mega
Enemy's
Blast.
going all out!
Here I come. This isn't looking good.
Okay,
Here
Damn
I
it.
go.
Bring you back from death.
Only I've been more careful.
That move!
Here comes a big one.
This one's mine!
I'm on it. Time to let it rip. Megasonic Thrust.
Here's your healing arc! First aid!
Okay,
Wind
here I
astral
go.
energy!
Just to
Lunar
dust.
corruption! It's weakened!
Lunar Rondo. This
Mega
ends
ray.
now.
Almost there!
Oh, close enough. Take it away, Law.
I thought you'd never ask.
Healing arc!
I owe you one.
Dust to dust!
Dance in the wind!
Now or never.
Sleep now!
It's over. Burn it down.
Flame! Reload!
Here.
Thunder field! Mega ray!
Megasonic Thrust. Here I come. Sword Rain Alpha.
Armor won't save you!
It's
It
over.
looks like you got this one covered!
First strike!
Mega ray!
Megasonic Thrust.
Rip it
Now!
down!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Okay.
Seriously?
Well,
What the?
How's this?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to do.
You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go!
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I owe you one.
That's freaking done it!
This thing is medically approved.
You're finished!
Aim for the weak spot. No armor. Stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Healing circle. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Light at the lightning condemned. Thunderblade.
You're on!
I never miss.
I'll tear you
It's
apart.
over! Is this it?
Wind astral energy. Spread. Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Swallow dance.
Raging cascade. Spread. Dance in the wind. I'll bring you back. Sleep now. More for the stockpile. Here goes. Bananas, let's go. By the power of Thunder. Will this help?
Soda!
Healing circle.
I can carve through armor.
Searing photon. Dance in the wind.
You're finished!
Searing tornado.
Pierce!
This'll come in handy.
Megasonic thrust!
Approved. Dragon shell.
Lightning orb. Where that came from?
Soda!
In here.
You're on!
Now.
Let's get well tucked away. Gemini Aqua.
In a bind.
I'm not done!
Wind astral energy. A banana. Let's go. Here, let me help.
Take this!
Any more of this
Here
won't burn out.
Here I come!
Dance in the wind. Sleep now.
Dragon
More
shell.
for the stop.
Soda!
Awesome.
Light
You're
astral
on.
energy. Where are you going?
Megasonic thrust! Sword Rain Alpha!
Let's tear him up. I'm on it.
Here. Hurricane.
Quicker Soda!
Stay
You're on!
One
Take
more
this!
time.
I'm not
Here's a
done!
healing arc.
You're finished!
Gale force.
Sword Rain
Lightning
Alpha!
condemned.
Ignite!
Rip and tear.
Megasonic thrust!
Flame of fury. Burning strike. Light
Prepare
as
to be
lightning
seized.
there. Thunderblade. By the
strike.
power of water. Hear me. Flame of
Soda.
fury.
Here I go.
Shining
You're finished.
supernova.
Soda.
Raging cascade.
Amazing. I'll smash you.
Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning strike.
I'll tear you apart.
Soda!
Freeze laser.
Lunar blast!
Watch it.
Lightning of raging cascade.
Tear you
Megasonic thrust!
Seal.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lost away.
away.
This one's lightning orb. Mega ray. Annihilation.
I hope this thing is medically
I'll heal you all. Lightning condensed. Healing circle.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Thanks!
Dance in the wind. Sleep now. I'll heal you all. More for the stockpile.
Swallow
Healing
dance.
circle. Wind astral energy.
That's awesome.
Showtime.
Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There. Go. It's over.
You're mine! You're on! Here I come!
Yes, awesome.
Raging cascade. Confiscated. Healing circle. Top dance in the wind. Sight. Air thrust.
Take this. Rip and tear.
Soda!
Will this help?
Take it down!
Oh, now you're talking!
Here's a healing arm. Lightning
Sword Rain
Now
Alpha!
you see what I can do.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop me dying?
They're not playing around.
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evil. Astral energy.
Water, hear my call!
Here comes something big!
Try to die.
Tectonic Sword Rain Alpha!
Freeze blade.
Will this help?
Crumble! Stardust Storm! Take this!
Healing tactic.
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging cascade.
You're mine!
Lightning.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint idea.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Water, hear my call!
Strike!
Much to handle.
Mirage! Take this!
Eagle
Sword
Fly!
Rain Alpha!
There you go. Don't let up.
It's
Here
over!
goes. Annihilation. Raging cascade. Annihilation.
Take this!
Dance in the wind.
Eat this!
In here.
Will this help?
First
I'll be
strike!
saving this one.
This is...
Healing time.
Thanks! I have no
One at a
limits!
time.
Thanks.
Lightning can die.
Take this! Dragon Shell! Sword
I'm
Rain
only getting
Alpha!
Dragon
Shell! Here! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm all stocked up. Shining supernova. Dance in
Stardust.
the wind. I'll heal you all.
You're
Air
on.
thrust.
Here!
Healing.
You're mine!
Smash you!
They're crumbling!
Now beat the crap out of it.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Eagle Fly!
Sweep now.
I'm impressed.
There with the others.
Go away!
Lunar corruption. It's showtime. Lunar blast.
I'm not done!
Not in your dreams. It looks like you've got this one covered.
Mirage! Here I come on it!
More flame and
Stardust.
fury. Burning.
Lunar Rumble! Take this!
Here's the evil.
I'm not done!
Death Blossom!
Freeze. They're not playing around.
Here I come!
Lightning orb. All right. I never showtime. Lightning and hurricane. Thunder blade. It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone! Stardust!
Wind. I'll heal you all.
Armor won't save you!
You're finished!
Dragon Shell.
Stardust!
Supernova. Healing for raging
Mirage!
cascade. Sweep lunar corruption. Get on in there with the others. I'll heal you all. Your field.
Here! Whirlwind Snake! Sword Rain Alpha!
There you go.
Sometimes the red
Stardust!
is the truth by the power of
Here I
water.
come!
Air
Mirage!
Light and
Take
dance
this!
in the wind.
Blue escape!
Here's a healing arc. Dance in the wind.
Thanks.
Air thrust. Light and
Stardust.
lightning condemned.
It's weakened!
Take this! This ends now! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A hard-won victory.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
Okay.
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Megasonic Thrust! Hurricane! I'm not done!
Eagle Fly! Here, my
Hurricane!
Hope this works!
You're finished!
Burning!
Here I come!
I'm ready!
Didn't even break a sweat.
What's this thing?
Hi, Hoodle! Here I go!
Shattering the Sword Ray Alpha!
You got top shot! I got it!
Big Blast! You're finished!
Into the shadows!
Eternal Devastation!
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Eternal Devastation!
Here!
No escape!
More for the stockpile! Searing flame! Reload!
Swallow dance!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Ooh! 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 Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I'll take you all off!
Sleep now. Don't mind if I do.
I'm not done!
You are in tip-top shape.
Do it!
As soon as I'm done here, come.
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one.
Already on it!
Reload! Wind astral energy!
Here I come! Talon Hurricane! No escape!
Eagle! I'll finish you!
We're in good form.
A fish! You saw it too.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renan eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Ha! Looks like I lost it. Here we go. Good fishers always keep their cool. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
I think I'll try to make that new recipe with it.
All right, but I'll decide how spicy it is.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor...
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving? Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.